The air in the Evergreen Banquet Center hung heavy with the scent of overpriced floral arrangements and champagne toasts. But for me, William Hargrove, it reeked of something far more toxic: betrayal. I sat at table 14, tucked behind a gaudy marble column like an afterthought. My old flannel shirt swapped for a rented suit that itched against my skin. The situation, as my son called it, had me pegged as a dying man. 3 months left from stage 4 lung cancer. But here's the whisper I kept buried deep: it was all a fabrication. A 6-month charade to peel back the masks my family wore. Tonight, as Michael and his new wife, Lauren, danced under crystal chandeliers, oblivious to the storm I'd brewed. Every snide glance and whispered dismissal they threw my way was etching their fate in stone. I'd documented it all: the cruelty, the calculations, and soon, my $4.2 million nest egg, built from 45 years grinding away in a Detroit auto plant, would slip through their fingers like sand. It started subtle, like the slow burn of resentment that had festered in my chest since Michael's mother passed a decade ago. I'd raised him alone, skipping sleep to work double shifts on the assembly line, funneling every bonus into his college fund while I patched my own roof with duct tape. He never knew the real tally: Vanguard statements hidden in my safe, compounding quietly into millions. But when I confessed my diagnosis over a lukewarm coffee at his condo 6 months back, his eyes didn't well with tears, they flickered with arithmetic. "We'll get through this, Dad," he'd said. But his hug felt like a pat-down for loose change. Lauren, with her sharp real estate smile and designer bags, had been blunter. "At least we can plan ahead now. Plan ahead." As if my death was a calendar event to slot between house showings and brunch dates. The wedding invitation had arrived like a summons, gold embossed and reeking of entitlement. They'd charged it all $28,000 a fare on credit, betting on my imminent exit to cover the tab. I arrived early, my '98 Ford pickup dwarfed by their leased Autos in the lot. Michael met me at the door, avoiding my gaze. "Dad, you're at table 14, with some of the venue folks. Lauren figured it'd be quieter for you." Quieter. Code for invisible. I nodded, swallowing the bile, my hidden recorder humming in my pocket. Dr. Elena Ramirez, my old plant doc and confidant, had forged the papers flawlessly, scans showing shadows that weren't there. A prognosis designed to test loyalties. But my real health? Ironclad, thanks to clean living and union insurance. As guests filtered in, Lauren swept by in her $3,200 gown, air-kissing cheeks. "William, you showed." "We weren't sure with everything." Her smile didn't reach her eyes. "Try to keep the vibe light." "Okay, no downers for the pics." I murmured agreement. But inside, the knot tightened. My PI, Marcus Hale, a grizzled vet with 30 years tailing cheaters and deadbeats, had been shadowing them for months. Texts, calls, even bugs in their sleek apartment. "Once he's gone, we flipped the inheritance into that lake house," Michael had said. Perfect timing. Really, timing. My life reduced to a fiscal quarter. Table 14 was a purgatory of folding chairs and plastic cups, shared with Rosa, a young bartender, and Diego, the sound tech. They chatted kindly, asking about my boy's big day, treating me like a person while my own blood relegated me to the shadows. From here, I watched the head table glow under spotlights: Michael's in-laws, the Bennetts, owners of a mid-tier insurance brokerage, toasting their legacy, $400,000 in assets. Per Marcus's dig, comfortable. But they'd bred Lauren to chase status like a fox after hens. Michael earned $45,000 hawking properties. Lauren pulled $52,000 in commissions. Yet here they were, drowning in debt for this spectacle. Eyes already on my grave for bailout. My phone vibrated. Marcus. Footage rolling. Got eyes on all angles. Good. My attorney. Lydia Grant. A steel-spined widow who'd handled my wife's estate. Sat discreetly at table 7. Briefcase at her feet. 2 wills inside, the old one gifting everything to Michael, the new. A redirect to the Lung Cancer Alliance if they flunked my character clause. A quiet provision, prove you value dignity over dollars during my final days, or watch it vanish. Dinner service amplified the humiliation. Plates of artisanal salads paraded past. But table 14 got skipped. Rosa flagged the manager. Sir. We missed this one. The woman checked her tablet. Flustered. Special note. Light portions only. Due to medical. I hadn't requested that. Lauren materialized. All faux sympathy. William. We assumed appetite might be off with the chemo fog. Her whisper carried venom. Don't push it, you'll just waste food. I met her eyes. I'm starving. She sighed, signaling for a small plate. But I raised my voice just enough, full course. Please. Same as the rest. Heads turned. Lauren's facade cracked. Fine. But don't complain later. The plate arrived wilted. Reheated slop compared to the fresh cuts others savored. I ate slowly, staring her down. The silence between us a chasm of unspoken accusations. Michael wandered over later, bourbon in hand. I ask you. Dad. Lauren says you're stirring drama over food. His breath was sharp. This day's hard enough without your issues stealing focus. Issues. Not illness. Not pain, just an annoyance. By eating? I asked flatly. He glanced around. You know what I mean. People are here to celebrate. Not dwell on. You know, death. The word he couldn't spit out. Am I embarrassing you? Son. He flushed. You're paranoid. The treatment's messing with your head. Treatments that didn't exist. Just blend in. Dad. For Lauren's sake. Blend in. Like wallpaper. He stormed off, whispering to Lauren, who shot me a glare that could curdle milk. The pressure built. A damn cracking underweight. My doctor call came mid-entree Elena. Scripted perfectly. William. Results confirm the timeline. We need to discuss palliative options. Nearby tables hushed. Eavesdropping on tragedy. Michael overheard. Fury boiling. At my wedding? Couldn't voicemail it? His voice rose. Everything's always about your damn sickness. Guests stared. Discomfort rippling. Pretend normalcy for once. Dad. Normalcy. As if suffering was a faux pas. Lydia approached then. Timing impeccable. William. Holding up. We spoke low, but audible. The revisions are ready if needed. Across the room. Michael and Lauren slow danced. Picture perfect. While I nursed cold coffee. But the toast shattered the illusion. Michael first. To everyone who matters, Lauren's folks for their endless support. A nod to me and Dad's. Hanging in there despite challenges. Challenges. Scattered claps. Pitying. Lauren followed. Grateful William could attend. Limitations and all. To chosen family over burdens. Burdens. The word landed like a slap. She cornered me post-toast. Tipsy and unfiltered. Thanks for not ruining vibes with sob stories. Then. Slurring, honestly. Glad we rushed this before. You know. The end. Wouldn't want to miss your slot. Slot. My death a booking. If I weren't sick. Would I even be here? She blinked. Then spat. You're not our vibe, dragging us down instead of lifting up. Guests gasped. Honesty at last. I stood. Thank you. Lauren. Lydia flanked me. Meet my attorney. Panic bloomed. She unveiled assets, house at $220,000. Portfolio at $4,211,456.78. Jaws dropped. Impossible, he's a factory grunt. Michael stammered. Clean health report, Lydia added. Handing papers. No cancer. A test. Outrage erupted. Psychotic. Lauren shrieked. But recordings played, their greed. Their glee at my timing. Wills presented, inherit or charity. You've failed, I said. Signing the redirect. Michael's pleas cracked. Dad, we can fix this. But the ink dried. Millions to research. They're dead a noose. The fallout scorched earth. Story viral in our Rust Belt town, guests spilling tales. Lauren fired for image issues. House foreclosed. Michael called. Broken, we can't pay. I felt the sting, not triumph. But loss. Consequences. Son. Months later. At the Hargrove Research Wing dedication. He appeared. Divorced. Humbled. I get it now, entitlement poisoned me. We walked the halls. Tentative bridges forming over ruins. Revenge hadn't healed, it had exposed the rot. But in the quiet aftermath, perhaps redemption whispered back.